The owner of this gorgeous 2004 Ford Adrenalin is complaining about some noise, and it didn't take long with a little bit of inspection to figure out what the problem is. Stay tuned.
The owner actually did some of his own investigation and thought that there might be a problem with the body mounts. Well, he was absolutely right. They are completely rotten. I'm surprised that the whole body isn't shifting back and forth off the frame. He also said that he's got a problem with his transmission where the odometer is flashing back and forth between trip and overdrive off. Well, underneath here, taking a look to see what it's going to take to check out the code, which is a torque converter control solenoid. I found a panel that is loose and just flopping between the catalytic converter and the transmission. So there's another source of noise. So we're going to take care of that, and then we'll plan on taking care of the TCC at a future date, and of course replacing these body mounts. And there will be a video associated with those issues in the future. Stay tuned. Before I close the video, this is just another case of taking your vehicle to a mechanic that isn't qualified or isn't reputable. This is a shield that is actually bolted to the side of the transmission, and it clips into where the pan attaches to the transmission. That way it protects the transmission from getting extra heat from this catalytic converter. Now there's no telling if this thing didn't cook the transmission fluid, and that's why the torque converter control solenoid is having some problems. We're going to put that back in place, and of course plan on changing the transmission fluid out at the appropriate time. But once again, I'll link to my previous video. Have your mechanic show you what he or she did, and make sure that you're satisfied with the work that's been completed. So I've got the shield back in place, and you can see it's definitely here to protect from the catalytic converter. Unfortunately, Ford made this design in such a way that it's not easily serviceable while the exhaust and the transmission are in the vehicle, because these tabs I had to bend this tab to pull it around. There's not enough clearance with this flange. So the shield is now in place. Hopefully it won't make too much noise. It shouldn't. It's held in place by two other clips, but now it's doing its job. You can see right here where the person who worked on this previously, and I think this transmission fluid was changed about a year ago, this thing was leaning against the torque converter, not the torque converter, the catalytic converter, and burnt the shield. So this thing gets very hot. These catalytic converters get very hot, so there's a problem here now, but it's not damaged it enough that's causing a problem.